So I just adopt on the so that's why I'm going to you are going to breed the gliders just after the breeding. For the moment, I think the north it's 90% of to have north, but it's not really sure. I will wait until the last moment to tell you at the end of the breed. So after first, I expect to do the first one. One hug, line opening 145, two hug, and tap between 2 and 6 o'clock. Okay, for facing north, you know it already for the guys who flew before. Nothing to say. It's just in case of problem before the takeoff, the glider vacate always to the east, and top plane takeoff or move to the west. Okay. So in case of re-landing, you must land on the north echo here and to taxi to the right Okay, in case of route failure, it's a big problem. It's a small problem after the takeoff, because if you are above 50 meters above ground, you can turn around and land tailwind. The wind will be not very strong today, so it's okay. And if you are lower than 50 meters, then the problem here, you have the city, here you have the factory, and you must choose a field on the east part of the factory, and it is, be careful, there is really lot of power line.
We have FAS.
Yeah, I know. So, but after, the problem, I agree with you. The thing is, you know, the wind is perhaps going to be a bit more west today. So, if you escape to the east, you will be in the lee side of the plateau. That's it. So you can start your engine, but be careful to not have too much sink. Okay? Of course, you have. Okay. So I still have the problem for the wind and the turbulence. So I will do the reporting point will be still the dam on the north part of the airfield, the line here, but you will have an arrival quite high for the finish. It will be 800 meters. It will be obligatory because I have too much people around. So I will, we will see it later. Okay, in case, if the wind changes, we can have two possibilities for today. The wind can change in the middle afternoon, but it's not sure. So if you are high enough, so 800 meters here, you can be turned and do a normal circuit landing, and it will be no direct landing for today. That's the only thing. But if the wind is north, that's why you will be here at 800 meters above QNH. You pull after the line and you do a circuit landing, and be careful on the south part of the airfield. I already tell you there is strong downdraft, so you must not pass the south part of the airfield. Okay, and after you land this direction, direction of your trailer. So there is a low axis between Pyrenees and north part of Europe. We do not have too much wind in altitude for today, so we expect a good thermal situation. So we are between two fronts, and we will have here, now it's almost sure, to have a northwest for the takeoff. Okay, yeah. And so all the bad weather move to the east, so it will be a sky clear in the area. And with this type of weather, perhaps you will see, because you have around 20 knots at 5,500 meters, so we will be in the fun effect. So we can expect some moisture on the north part of the fun effect line. Okay? That's my problem for today. We are here. Okay, so the wind can be at 5 o'clock, it can be south on the ground, but it's really not sure. That's why I give you the two possibilities for the finish. Okay, at 1,500 meters between Rhône and Durance Valley, you have 10 to 15 knots, so it's not too much, but enough to get some really good reach shore. And it's increasing a bit with altitude with 15-20 knots between Rhône Valley and Durance Valley at northwest wind. And it's turning quite a lot west at 5,500 meters. But you can see it's not very strong. It's 20, 25, well, a bit 30 knots for the north, but it's not very strong wind in altitude. So for the QNH today, you will have it on your task sheet. So here we expect so in the Durance here, so between the south to the north of Durance, we expect some 1 to 2 octaves of cumulus with a good climb, with between 2 and 3 meters average. So I think it will be good. Okay, and you can see Pessemet expect north wind on the ground as well, and SkySight also. I look at it this morning. So, yeah, so it's we change for today. So the minimum radius it's we change in. Yeah.
Because the set was double for
So it was a discussion about yesterday. So we will do 1,000 meters, so 1 kilometer for the minimum radius. Okay, so that's why it's more important for the other one. So with a small handicap, you will have a circle of 10 kilometers. Okay.
Are you sure this is correct?
I think it's too much.
Sébastien.
It's a calculation.
There is 80 kilometers difference between the
En fait, c'est pas dans le nom.
lower handicap and the highest handicap.
Maybe.
It's a problem. It's not possible. 80 kilometers on 280 kilometers.
It's 40% of the length of the task.
There is a problem.
I created handicap, false handicap to match the 1 to 3 to have 1 kilometer. And it's
You should check again.
So
we can check again.
we are going to check it again. If it's the same, we have the same calculation. And if you are not agree, what I suggest to you, we keep 500 meters as the day before.
Yes.
On peut faire ça? Okay? So I let you know on the just before the takeoff, half an hour before the takeoff. It's okay for you?
Yeah.
Because it's new for us, and we change it. So if it doesn't work, I agree. Don't worry, we will change and we will be on the same calculation than the day before. Okay? Pas s'énerver. So it's, for the energy, it's still the same. Okay? Ah non, il y a une erreur. I'm sorry, there is a mistake on. Sorry. Take your task sheet. I think it's well written on it. So for
Task sheet is correct.
yeah, task sheet is correct. So it's a mistake of the slide. So it's 3,234 for the digit 1000, okay, you can read it, and for the maximum and for the minimum, it will be 2000. What? How? Power what? I don't know how you say it. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so as I told you, for today, the big difference will be the minimum finish altitude will be 800 meters. It's for safety, and I think for the next day it will be the same, because the wind is going to increase for the 2 next days. I took 1500 meters maximum start altitude because you're in the south of Piton de Peruy, and so you will be a bit in the lee side of the Piton de Peruy, and so you can keep going, and just at 1300 meters was too low, so I preferred to have 1500 meters and to start tailwind with your FDS or whatever, depending if it's good or not. What's looking, yeah, it depends. Okay, so for the task. So we start on Ganagobi. Okay, so it's you did it already. So it's a south part of Piton de Peruy. Okay. So nothing special, and we try to go. It's a nice place, and I hope with this weather and the nice visibility, you will see all the Mediterranean coast. Okay. Okay, and so it's Sainte Victoire. It's a really nice place, and so.
Is it rich?
Of course, but there is only one.
Okay, excellent.
And sorry, the second turning point. It's a small airfield on the north part of Sainte-Croix. You have one thing to be careful here. There is really high antenna on the north part of the airfield. It's 200 meters. So you will see the antenna for okay. And after, so that's why you have it will be interesting for this leg between Sainte-Croix to Saint-Étienne-les-Orgues. It's in the south. Yeah, you have to cross the Durance once, okay, and after it will be easier, I think, for this part here between it is Blaye, but Blaye I expect to have when I did the task to have 1 kilometer of radius. So because it is the summit of the Blaye. If we have 500 meters, perhaps I will need to do a second task, because for the pilot who needs to go to 500 meters, it can be too narrow. Okay, because if you use the ridge, you can use the ridge to go to Blaye, but to have 500 meters, if you are too low, you will be out of 500 meters. You understand? So I will see if we keep 1 kilometer for the radius, or if we change the radius, I have to change the task. Okay, and so Blaye, and after to cross one more to the northwest to what the name? Orpierre. Yeah, so it's a good point to do almost the finish. Orpierre, and after to come back to Saint-Ouen, the reporting point and the finish. Okay? So, all on this part, the last leg, perhaps the wind will be west, northwest, and with good conditions, so it will be very easy for you to come back. You have 2 legs, I think a bit difficult, perhaps a bit more, all in the south, of course, to Sainte-Victoire, and because the thing is, at Sainte-Victoire, or we have turns or we don't. If it's not too much high. If there is less than 1600 meters thermal, it can be difficult because after you have all the way back with the wind in front. So if there is good therms, it's not a problem. If I made a mistake on the weather and there is not enough thermal, I will change the task as well. Okay. So I have two things to do. It's to check the radius. And that's the most important because Blyel will be impossible almost impossible if you are on the ridge with if you have only 500 meters radius. And okay, so for the I've got yeah for the airspace. So yeah. Don't worry. Okay. So it is the same than yesterday. Okay?
So where is Saint-Victoire?
Saint-Victoire
Here, okay.
is here. Aix-en-Provence, it's a very nice city. And yeah, Saint-Victoire is here. I hesitate with this one, but this one is on the west part of Saint-Victoire, and really often it's better to go at the top of Saint-Victoire. Okay? And so it is exactly the same airspace than the day before. So here, oui, on n'a pas changé le point, c'est pas grave. So you have the airspace here.
It's forbidden between 914 and 575.
This is here, the Romeo 1, it is military airspace, but look, it's really on the west part. So you can pass here.
But it's forbidden between
The ground to around 1300 meters. Okay?
C'est 16, NSL.
QNH, ouais, c'est pareil.
I mean, our point is more south, not point.
Yeah.
This one, yeah, this one is the point from yesterday, but the airspace is the same.
But explain to me the Romeo 101, please. It's forbidden between 914 and 75.
You can be below 900 meters.
In Romeo 95, we can just fly above the sea level.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
So tight airspace.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But here you can just listen. Yeah, I understand your problem, but you will not. If it's not enough good for the good situation, I already prepare a task B, because here it can be tricky if you cannot climb.
Yeah.
Okay, so, okay, I know that. Yeah, of course, I know that. So I will have information from Vinon before and so on. If it doesn't work enough well over there, we will cancel this one. So that's for sure. It was just for the fun. I just want to try one time to go further to the south to see the Mediterranean Sea. If it doesn't work, we forget it. We will do a shorter one. Also, I'm not crazy. Huh? I'm not
Shorter, just go to the north.
Sorry? We'll see tomorrow for the north.
To see which sea to the north.
Okay? So, I put the picture. And so,
Can you just go back one picture?
Yeah, of course.
This round circle is has nothing to do with us. Yeah?
no, nothing to do.
That's just dangerous.
And the other one before, and also I'm going to show you, this one as well. You can
Yes.
forget it. It's a D596. Okay?
Okay, and one more. So we can fly between 75 and 115 in the purple one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
but
below 75.
below 75.
Below, yeah.
It's overlapping. You have to be between.
Yeah, that's the problem.
65 and 75. Okay.
Yeah. That's why it's a bit tricky. But don't worry. I just want to try the south to see the Mediterranean Sea.
We are not interested in the mountains.
Yeah, for you.
So now, Roger, we start north or south?
Ah, yeah. Now, just wait. Just wait. Il n'y a pas. Tu es prêt, Calvin? Pour aller mettre la balance est liée? So, how to know for the wind it's the difference of hectopascal between Grenoble and Nice? This morning it was 3, and at 3, most of the time the wind changed. But now we have 1 hectopascal more each hour. So that's why we expect north wind. I just wanted to check the TAF and META in Grenoble and Nice. So for sure it will be a north wind. So thanks to Calvin and Manu, you are going to grid facing north. You can go, and if I change the task, I will let you know.
But then you can have lower release altitude to save fuel. But we can have lower receive altitude because Lemay will work then.
Yeah,
it will be a waste of fuel. And cheaper cost.
Yeah, you're right. That's right. But I think, Thilo, my problem is if you are 10 or 12 gliders of the competition here, if there is a CNBB gliders on Lemay, it's going to be a bit tricky. No, I think it will be tall ondulé 100 meters, so you can move and live to the north, get your altitude, and after to come back. If I'm sure it's good on Lemay, it will be on Lemay for everybody. Okay? I agree with you.
Environmental.
Okay. Yeah.
One note from my side.
Yeah.
As you might know, yesterday I damaged my glider during rigging. I damaged my left aileron beyond rig. That wasn't flyable anymore. But I was my stupidity, just.
Okay.
No other reason. And I was lucky because Thilo was passing by a few minutes afterwards, and I asked him for his opinion, and he jumped over the wet fence and had a look on this and made a statement and helped the technician to fix it, advised him how to fix it. So I wanted just to say that Thilo showed a very nice sportsmanship and helpfulness attitude, and I want to thank you.
Thank you
because it is fixed. I can fly. Thank you.
I enjoyed your
I have to thank Luca because we need spare batteries.
Okay, so briefing is over now. So grid facing north whiskey, and I'll let you know for the radius and for the task. Enjoy your day. See you.